in order to adopt AI, I think there's also a change of mindset required. Every company is using AI for certain bits and pieces. It is maturing slowly. So we have to, for significant period of time, work in collaboration with AI.
This episode was recorded live at Digital Construction Week at the Excel in London, where I interviewed some of the best and brightest in the built environment for a revealing look at innovation and technology. Varun Bhartiya is the co-founder and CEO of nCircle Tech, a company at the forefront of empowering passionate innovators in the architecture, engineering, construction, and manufacturing industry, providing disruptive solutions that reduce time to market and exceed business goals. From Varun's early days blending coding and 3D visualizations, along with the integration of AI, machine learning, and other groundbreaking technologies, nCircle Tech has collaborated with over 75 software companies and successfully developed over 200 client projects. Varun has been recognized as an inventor, technologist, entrepreneur, and visionary leader in the field of 3D design and visualization automation for more than 15 years, and is now seen as a thought leader and innovator deeply involved with AI, who is driven by his passion for helping companies unlock the transformative potential of AI in the construction industry and how AI can accelerate construction processes to make them better, smarter, and faster. I can think of no better person to discuss the details of implementing construction technology, best practices, and insights, and perhaps dispel a few concerns around the integration of machine learning and AI. Varun, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
So I'm going to start by looking at your company and getting your view on where nCircle Tech is today. You've been going for 12 years and have expanded your global footprint in Japan, UK, Korea, Canada, and the likes. And you have over 250 employees. That's impressive. And you serve more than 100 clients. Wow. In your own words, what does nCircle Tech look like right now?
So nCircle Tech is at an intersection of BIM knowledge, AEC knowledge, software development expertise, and AI/ML. We bring these three skill sets together to help innovators in the construction space build great solutions and supercharge the construction, which is the need of the hour. Every industry, as you can see in DCW right here, there are so many companies innovating.
Yeah.
And they need more and more workforce who can kind of build these solutions with the right expertise. Over the last 12 years, we've been building solutions for over 100 customers. We've enjoyed the expertise that we bring in terms of how a product should be designed, which technologies are supposed to be used. We often find a lot of customers making the wrong choice of technology,
okay,
and then trying to fix that long term with our expertise. So that's the expertise that we bring in as an automation to all these companies.
Okay, it's interesting that you said getting the right technology, because I think that's absolutely critical. And where some organizations struggle is they just want a solution, and it's no, you don't want a solution, you want the right solution.
Sure.
Absolutely. Excellent. So let's talk a little bit broader, and like you rightly said, as you can see all around us at Digital Construction Week, the UK construction industry isn't short of digital tools and innovation, large and small. Can you share some insights and best practices organizations need to adopt to keep pace with the rapid change of technology that's currently occurring? What should they be looking to do?
I think in today's world, as we all know and probably have realized, it is very important to make all the decisions based on data. But if you look at it from the what is actually happening in the industry, data has to be extracted from BIM models, from ERP systems, from 100 other sources. And by the time that data is presented to any decision maker, it's practically 2 to 4 week old data because a lot of that is manual.
Yeah.
Now, imagine you don't even want to read a newspaper that is 1 day old.
Absolutely, yeah.
And here we are talking about making large organization decisions based on 2 week old data. How bad is that?
Yeah, for sure.
We are creating solutions that is fast tracking this process, making data accessible in dashboards in right form and in a near real time manner. Because with specifically data, you don't even want copies of data. These days, what happens? Unfortunately, the construction industry has so many tools. You have your files in one system, you use another system for one particular operation, and third system for something else.
Or even a spreadsheet.
and still, spreadsheets have not been discarded yet. They continue to exist for whatever long you have.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the problem with all this is there is duplication and the data goes out of sync. You can't keep all the data in sync with each other. So you're making decisions which is old data. You're making decisions on the data which may not be in the sync with all other systems. We need to fix this problem, and that's the solution. We are building like connectors, bringing data from all your system into various dashboards, Power BI or whatsoever people want to look at.
I love that answer. When you were talking about a newspaper, I was thinking of a shopping list and using one that was 4 weeks old to go and get your shopping. I mean, how crazy is that?
How crazy.
Like you said, you're talking about multi-million-pound organizations, not a quick trip to Tesco, you know?
Exactly. I mean, and you still, I mean, leadership are, I have been in a leadership position. See, when I talk to my organization based on an old data, even if I am making someone accountable, they always have an excuse. Oh, that was the case 2 weeks back, but now it has changed.
Yeah.
And then when you're tracking what is the status today, we have to pull the data again to make a further explanation. You just can't catch up with the system. So it is very, very crucial that your data has to be very accurate and near real time to make, and people are doing it. And if you are not doing it in your organization, you're likely to be left behind.
Okay, that's excellent advice. So nCircle Tech has collaborated with over 75 software companies and successfully developed over 200 client projects to date. That's impressive. Could you share some successful case studies or examples where your tailored solutions have improved project outcomes or streamlined workflows successfully?
Sure. So we work with one of the largest shared office space provider, co-working space provider. You can imagine they had 500 plus office buildings spread across the globe, trying to make sense of all this data at one place.
Yeah.
Again, similar. In this space, it is very difficult to compare one building to another. Some of them may have more hot desks. Some of them may have lesser hot desks. Some of them may have larger pantry and common area, and some of them less. But you need to identify how to compare all these properties and what changes you need to make in each of these properties to maximize your return. They had no clue of how to visualize all this data together. We were able to pull all their data from ACC, BIM 360 data, directly from the BIM model, because we also found that in some cases, again, the problem of duplication of data, when you put it in spreadsheet, you accidentally type 40 instead of 4 in a conference room which is 10 by 10. You can never fit that many people, that many chairs in a conference room that small, but it happens.
Yeah. Imagine.
You need data directly from the BIM models, representing you the actual use case, and it has to be real time. We were able to present those dashboard to the CEO of the organization, which helped them fix leakage in their systems and thus become profitable, even get to an IPO with profitable growing story. So that's the outcome, and that's the benefit of data that we bring in.
No, that's an amazing. That's a great example. Absolutely fantastic. Just moving on a little bit. I'm going to take a quote directly from your website here, stating that McKinsey reported that AI possesses the potential to deliver an additional estimated economic activity of $13 trillion by the year 2030, coining the phrase the fourth industrial revolution. But it doesn't look like being that easy to deploy, and it shouldn't really. It's new technology. So where are the concerns around AI implementation, and are we actually ready for this?
Very interesting question. I know AI and ML has been the buzzword, and everyone is talking about it, and there's no everyone probably if you visit every exhibit here, everyone has some component of AI in their offering. But it is also important to understand in order to adopt AI, I think there's also a change of mindset required. Yes, every company is using AI for certain bits and pieces. It is maturing slowly. So we have to, for significant period of time, we have to work in collaboration with AI. Even today, when all this chat GPT, llama models, everything has been coming up, you have to imagine that they are not making it public for like reliable information. As soon as it comes, they do have a disclaimer that this is AI generated and you have to interpret your own options. So when companies are adopting in construction, they are adopting AI and ML. My advice or my recommendation here is first ask the question, are you okay with 90 to 95% accuracy? Is your team ready to work in collaboration with AI and ML? Because I often find companies doing a switch, but then as soon as we bring in the AI component, the team says, oh, then AI is supposed to do 100%.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Otherwise, I won't adopt it. So it's like they're really comparing it as a replacement of, and it is being treated like that.
Yeah.
That stage will come but it takes time. The true potential of AI is collaboration with humans. I mean, humans have to understand they are assisting us. I mean, AI is assisting me in doing my work more efficiently. So pick problem statements where you can reduce the number of options. Let's say you have 1,000 issues, 1,000 options. Can you reduce it down to 5 most important ones? That's where the value of AI can really be important and value adding. Any use cases which are which require 100% accuracy are going to be a long gamble, because it takes whole lot of time to build these solutions, and then meeting that 100 or near 100% accuracy takes its own.
Yeah, sure. I get that, and it's so crucial to remember that like we're still part of this. We're still involved in this. Let's look a little bit more internally then at nCircle Tech. So, machine learning and AI can certainly make admin tasks more efficient within any sector, specifically construction. A 2017 McKinsey report stated that construction firms could boost productivity by as much as 50% through real-time analysis of data, which nCircle Tech does fantastically. Although it was published 7 years ago, I'm pretty sure the percentages will have increased, and 50% is probably 60, 70, 80. But if we look internally, how are you and nCircle Tech using machine learning and AI?
We in nCircle we built solutions that fast track our end-to-end offering. With a lot of companies, we operate by understanding their process, replicating that first manually, and then optimizing it on day-to-day basis with automations. So let's take an example of Scan to BIM. We are building our own solution, which is machine learning based, trying to first identify components from the point cloud data, because that also adds a lot of value to a lot of companies. Segment the point cloud data and then create BIM models all automatically from the BIM data. I mean, from the point cloud data. There are many use cases, not just internally, but we have worked on many use cases with our customers. One of our customers into buying old properties where undervalue an old constructed 100-year-old house exists, which is underperforming, not energy efficient, replacing that with the state of the art house with all the modern amenities and sell it at a premium cost. But even in city like London, you will find 100,000 plus houses which are probably more than 50-year old.
Yeah.
How do you go after the right property which can give you the maximum ROI?
Okay.
Again, we built extracted a lot of data from various sources, 144 parameters, trying to stack rank the properties that can give you maximum ROI. They are currently most undervalued as compared to the vicinity, but delivering maximum value once it is upgraded with latest house. So definitely different use cases from our scan to BIM solutions to this property identification to even competitive analysis. I mean, companies are investing in competitive analysis because you can't go after every RFP that is thrown at you. You want to prioritize. AI can help you screen 100 RFPs and probably bring it down to 5 that you need to really invest into.
Yeah. And then that's where the human element comes in and you make that decision.
That's when you win. But if you use AI to say, can I go after this RFP, yes or no? Not the right.
It becomes a gamble.
It becomes a gamble, and you don't want that to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. So looking towards the future then, as technology continues to evolve, how do you foresee the future of CAD and BIM software developing in construction?
I think data is becoming more and more gold mine for everyone. Gone are the days when most of these BIM and CAD companies were protecting their data in their own proprietary formats. I think we all see a shift that all these companies are now open to exchange of data because every other company is using mix of tools to work with their data.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of government organizations not wanting to pay for access to their data and companies have made money charging all these organizations just for the access of data. So I think it is time. The big change that is going to happen is more exchange of data, a very high degree of interoperability. People have realized that this is going to be a gold mine and is a gold mine.
Yeah.
Some companies are working on organizing this data internally better because they have executed hundreds of projects in the past and their data is not in the consumable format.
Yeah.
And very next after this is the AI is going to be the key to that gold mine because it becomes humanly impossible to interpret all this data and AI can help you really unlock its full potential.
Yeah.
So I think my feedback or my bet is on how AI and data is going to transform this industry.
Yeah. I mean, we're not short of data, are we? We're not short of numbers and figures to work with, but it's almost the management of that in the right way, using tech like nCircle tech to deliver the right outcomes. And I'm a huge fan of what you're doing at the moment. I think it's really really interesting.
Our customers enjoy the right consultancy that we bring in, the right guidance, because every time you don't have so much bandwidth to invest or bring people in-house, research on all these topics, we bring this expertise from global development and thus fast track go-to-market for our customers.
Yeah, fantastic. So final question from me. We're here at Digital Construction Week. Just give us your thoughts about the event.
I think this year the event has been very enthusiastic, very energetic. I think very huge participation as compared to past events that I have attended. Very happy with the footfall and the conversations that are happening. Just as an advice, if I can give you, I think all of us are getting bombarded with lot of solutions out there.
Yeah.
And there is a sense of being over cautious about adopting anything. People are always evaluating things with a sense of suspicion that will this work or will this not
For
work
sure.
or whatever. But I think I would encourage to go with open mindset. There are many hidden gems out here. Uh, if you go with an open mindset, have some bandwidth to experiment, I think they're going to add a lot of value.
Yeah.
Construction industry is always in this catch-up game. When they have money, they don't have time to innovate. When they have time, they don't have money to innovate.
For sure.
So we need to find some time and money to experiment and always keep innovating.
Absolutely. Excellent advice. Excellent advice. Varun, thank you so much for coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And it was pleasure talking to you.